Servus, hello. I'm Paulina, I'm 18 years old and I'm from Germany, and I work in the Kauno Vittorio Gymnasia here in Kaunas in Lithuania for already now 6 months almost, and it's one of the best experiences of my life. Project is that I'm usually in the primary school with the smaller kids, and I have a German-English course with them. We're doing like little theaters, sing songs. I help them with English homework after school as well. I help some from the bigger school as well with the English homework after school. And then with my co-worker, Hannah, she's a volunteer too. We have a theater course and we are arranging a play with the teenage kids. It's a small group, but it's really nice. Okay, I didn't expect that I would be so integrated. I feel really appreciated. I can do a lot of things and develop my skills. I'm given tasks and I can take a lot the initiative, so I can realize my own project. The only thing that I maybe didn't expect was that some teachers don't speak English, but for this even Hannah always includes me in her project and helps me a lot, so I don't really have a bad thing. Except for the weather, but now it's sunny, so everything is alright. Welcome to my comment site. This is our house. Our house is amazing. Okay, come to the kitchen. I will show you my flatmate.
Oh!
Lava!
How are you?
This is my room. Ta-da! It's a really nice room, a big room with a big bed, which is really cool. Also, I can see the tree blossoming here. It's a pear tree. Every one of us has the tree in front of his window, which is really cool. This is the stuff what some kids from school gave to me for saying goodbye, which was super cute here. This stuff like letters. Yeah. Social life in Lithuania here is really amazing. I live together in the super big house with 4 other people. One girl from Spain, one girl from Austria, one guy from Romania, Italian volunteer. And it's really cool because with the people from the house I connect really well. We do a lot of things together. We travel together. For example, now I was on a trip in Estonia, in Tallinn, which was super nice. We go partying together. We have social life in the house, we meet together, we meet at special spots in Kaunas together. For example, at Kauno Mario, at the Sea of Kaunas, we have picnics together, we make bonfires in the garden, especially when the weather gets nicer. In the winter we went ice skating together, so there are a lot of opportunities. Like, my social contacts are mainly the other volunteers in Kaunas. Although I really have a good relation to the people from my work, but with them I don't meet really often apart from work. Lithuanian people can seem in the beginning a little bit distant and cold if they don't know you. I think they're not so used to foreigners, maybe to people who don't speak Lithuanian here. So it can happen that you feel a little bit refused in the beginning, not by the people in the workplace, but people in daily life. For example, if you go to the supermarkets and stuff. The winter was sometimes a bit hard because the sun wasn't shining so often, but I have spent amazing time with amazing people, and so it didn't really matter because we were all the time together. You can share everything with the people. Truputį is a little bit. I can present myself. Labą dieną, mano vardas Paulina, aš esu savanorė iš Vokietijos ir aš dirbu mokykloje Kauno Vittorio Gymnasium ir aš Milu karstas šokoladas. So I presented myself, who I am, where I work, and that I love hot chocolate. I feel it sometimes with older people. For example, if sometimes older people ask me in the streets where the way is, or especially at bus stations, some old people just like to talk, and I don't speak Russian, what they usually speak as a second language, and Lithuanian I don't speak well too, so there I feel that I cannot really connect. But with young people, they mostly all speak perfectly English, so there's no problem, and the people in the workplace speak English, the people I live with speak English, and I like to speak English, so for me it doesn't really matter. But I think with the Lithuanian it is really good if you try to speak it at least a little bit, even if you don't speak well, but people really appreciate if you're trying. And you can feel the language barrier, but it's also really cool to try language as different and interesting as Lithuanian is.
Okay, my favorite places are definitely the school, because I really love the project and the people there. I really love my house. I live in the house of Kaunas. You have to go there if you will be a volunteer. I love Kauno Mario. This is like called the Sea of Kaunas. It's a beautiful place in the nature, and I love the old town of Kaunas with its bars and its cultural heritage. If I'm really honest, not really. I was afraid of being very homesick and wanted to go home, but now my project is finishing in 1 month and I would definitely want to stay longer. I really love it here. I feel home. Of course, sometimes you think of your friends, your family, your dog, but it is not that you really miss them, because you have so many new people, so many action here. So you are all the time in other places and you don't really have time for thinking too much. So homesickness is not the real problem. I learned that I love to live abroad. I definitely want to live abroad another time. It's so cool to discover new cultures and people, especially all the people from different European countries. It's a lot of fun, and I want to repeat this: how to be a leader of a group and to bring in own initiative and be creative. I'm learning how to be independent, take care, how to cook for myself, how to live alone, and I'm realizing that I can be happy for myself. I'm the one who has to make me happy. Yes.